See, when I was a kid, I thought movies were real. I thought there's that moment in the movie where the light happens and everything just changes, right? And when you become an adult, it sucks because you go like, that's not real life, right? And this 3-day think tank, this one day was that light.
They call David the connector. The way that he puts people together and curates a room for you to get the answers from people that are out of your league, there's just nowhere else you can do that.
If you had to put a value on what the total cost would be to have all those people in the room focused on solving your problem, it would be a very, very, very expensive bill. But yet somehow here, that's exactly what happens, and that's what makes this room so unique.
Hi, my name is David Gonzalez, founder of the 3-Day Think Tank. 3-Day Think Tank is an experience in the form of a 3-day retreat for high 7-figure, 8 and 9-figure founders to have their biggest problem solved that would usually take 3 months to 3 years to solve, but it happens in 3 hours. So a lot of times people want to know how this whole thing got started, and it wasn't like I just had this idea for a business. I've been hosting this thing called the Internet Marketing Party every single month for the last 16 years, and I think it was the third month my buddy Michael Lovett said we should bring in the speaker. So we brought in a speaker and it was fun. So we did another one the next month, and a month became a year became 5 became 10. And then at some point we started like running low on talent. And so we started needing to ask and invite speakers to come in from LA, from Miami, from New York. But they were used to getting paid speaker fees or at least have their flight and hotel booked. So it was the kind of thing where it was like I had to come up with a creative way to get these people to come to Austin on their own dime. So what I decided to do was say, hey, what's your biggest bottleneck, the biggest challenge or constraint in your business that when we solve it will equal a 6 or 7-figure win? And according to what they'd answer, I'd go, I know 4 or 5 people in my network that have solved your very problem multiple times over. So they're experts at that. What if we put them in a room for 3 hours and call it a think tank? This is a really intense, transformative session. Alex Sharfin said this is often the most important day in an entrepreneur's life. As far as finding a spot for where to host these, we live in Austin and I've been here for 28 years, so I knew that there were some really nice properties. I found the perfect place in Austin, Texas. It's called the Gatsby Mansion. Perfection. The moment I saw the helipad, the pickleball courts, the sand volleyball beach courts, and the fact that it's got multiple game rooms and a cigar lounge, working elevators, it's got billiards, foosball, air hockey, it's got grand piano. It's just, and oh, by the way, did I mention we have a private executive chef that does farm-to-table organic meals that makes the most colorful, super high-protein meals. We have so much steak and chicken and shrimp and fish. It's just like falling off the platter. All the other conferences and masterminds that I know of, they're being hosted in hotels. I think there's a couple people now that are following my lead and starting to do them in mansions. Doing it where we do it, it feels like summer camp. It's like we're all living under the same roof for 3 days, just having a blast, deepening their connection, their real trust so that they can ask each other questions that really matter, that build the kind of long-lasting family type of relationships. So our first hot seat is with Stefan. He flew in from Switzerland, and I'll let him explain to you what his big challenge is because he's going to do a much better job of it.
Hey, I'm Stefan. I'm here in Austin right now. It was a long trip to get here, almost 48 hours from Switzerland. I'm here at the 3-Day Think Tank. So today it was an amazing day. In the morning we had breakfast, we had a toast, and we had the first think tank. So the think tank, it was the first think tank that I attended, and it was really, really interesting. So let me give an example. TK at the whiteboard, he was really next level. He made complex stuff so simple. It felt like that everyone was sharing their secrets and their secret sauce. You don't really see that often. Usually it's competition, but here it's really, really collaboration at a very high level. So based on the think tank, what I expect from the hot seat is I'm not here to prove anything. I'm just here to level up, And this isn't about ego. It's about speed, it's about clarity, and it's about cutting through the noise. I'm open to sharp feedback. Actually, I'm here just to get sharp feedback and to see what I could do better. Since we don't have so much time, I want to cut all the fluff. I just want to get raw results and just want to get things that work.
I was curious what your big motivation is for having.
What's the percentage breakdown in terms of?
For the same traffic, right? So now CB 200 next week.
Not hiring a house, always get needed.
This is you have a chicken before the egg situation where you don't have a proven.
The more complex you are, the harder it's going to be to scale one thing really well.
Wow, that was amazing. Wow, that was really amazing. A moment where it really hit me was basically when I understood I should stop looking for specific answers and stop trying to do everything on my own. And I realized actually the people here who could help me build, they were sitting with me in this very same room, right? When you're within the right circles, things just become much easier because you have to stop worrying. You can just rely on other people.
Our second hot seat is with one of our Experts Council members, Patrick Stiles.
Hey, I'm Patrick Stiles. I run Vitalytics, and I'm here at David Gonzalez's 3-Day Think Tank. Today, we have a bunch of exciting stuff that I'm actually pumped for. And first and foremost is we're going to be doing a hot seat for myself, Vitalytics, about scaling our marketing department. This has been a big challenge over the years, so I'm kind of anxious about this one because David has actually searched around a bunch with my specific problem that him and I met about and talked and deep dived. And so he's brought the best people that he could find from his network to be here today. I'm not really sure what the group is going to tell me. I have an idea and I'm worried about hearing that. But, I'm putting myself out there and, kind of trusting the group to see what they come back with. So we'll see what happens.
From the top, you cannot be both the CEO and the CMO.
So the CMO doesn't have one direct report.
Evidence procedure, which you need to have trust in the person.
But yeah, there's things like product marketing we're not doing.
Then you bring in a creative director.
What are the 3 things you're committing to do and by when?
Wow. So I was coming in here thinking that everybody's going to be like, why are you doing this? Get out of the marketing department. You shouldn't be doing these things. It was actually kind of vindicating because some of the ways that I've been trying to go about scaling my company was really kind of reinforced from the group. But yet at the same time, it was super refreshing because I learned new things. Several people were like, yo, I got contacts for you. So I already got those numbers. I've already shot out messages. But also on top of that, I got some clear kind of picture of some things that I hadn't really thought of that I think are clear-cut solutions. So I'm really pumped. Last night, I was trying to leave early because I'm kind of a party pooper, but there was improv. It was a lot of fun. There was a lot of jokes and it might seem kind of cheesy, but coming out of that, I knew the people that I worked with during that hour much deeper, really beneficial from a business perspective. And I'm happy that that happened.
One of the things I like to do is to create unique experiences so that it's not just all learning and networking. So I bring in entertainment. And one of those is an improv expert that's been doing improv for over 15 years. And we had an absolute blast by getting people out of their heads, into their bodies, laughing, crying, and just kind of doing things that they wouldn't normally do, all in the sake of connection, intimacy, and good, clean fun. So our next hot seat is with Derek. He's working on a TV show, so this is going to be really interesting.
So my name is Derek Einkoff. We're at 3-Day Think Tank, and I run an incubator and accelerator firm here called ThinkOf. David, graciously assembled basically the Avengers, film and television to kind of just hear out the concept and the model of the show and just kind of poke holes in it, and find those missing gaps that I'm not seeing. It just seems like everybody, that I've been watching in the hot seats and, everything that goes in there comes out bigger and better. So I'm just really, really excited to go through that process and just make everything, lock it in. So. Still processing everything I've heard, but everything, the show's different now, just from listening to these guys, and it's better. You know, I'm actually going to go work tonight and just kind of re-envision some of the scripts for the first 8 episodes that we've been working with and stuff. So yeah, it was great. So yeah, the hot seat's done now. So I think here in a little bit, we're going to go see a magician. I heard that's supposed to be pretty crazy. You know, David's fully expecting to melt all of our minds. So I want to check this out for sure.
Perfect match. Guys, get it for Vicky. You want to see that or even look at it? Oh, sure. Guys, give it up. Absolutely insane.
You know, the thing about these 3-day think tank events is that it makes it look like it's just me and it's just the experts. But at the end of the day, it's the entire team. It's the videography team. It's the folks that cook for us, that clean for us. It's our volunteer staff that just stays up till 3, 4 in the morning, that wakes up at 5 or 6 in the morning. I don't know how they do it. It's becoming more and more of a well-oiled machine. And I just want to acknowledge our team and our experts council members and, of course, everyone that makes it possible. Thank you.
James Clear said, "Your success does not rise to the level of your goals. It falls to the level of your systems." One of the reasons that David Gonzalez 3-day think tank is different from all the rest is I've seen him on a hot seat. And at the end, he said, "So what are 3 things you're going to do?" And if it's vague, he keeps holding them accountable. No. When is it on the calendar? Who are you going to call? When are you going to follow up with that person? When are you going to report back to us? And then they don't leave it at that. They follow up 2 weeks later. They follow up a month later. Did you make that call? Did you follow up with that person? Did you set up that system?
What's really so special about what David has put together is that every single person in the room could be a speaker, could be a keynote at a major conference, and yet in this room, no one is a speaker. We're peers, and we're all here to learn from each other.
He has a special touch. You know, once you meet him, he has an energy. He's the connector for a reason. Like, he's so heart-centered to be able to place whoever you need in your life for you, because he knows that that's like the true abundance, that there's enough and to spare for everyone. And if he does that for everybody, he'll get everything he needs out of it.
Here it is. It's here. It's at this place, right? David, I'm blown away. I love you. I love what you've done with this event. I got goosebumps. Like, you can't see it because I got this awesome jacket on, but
This experience has been filled with so many amazing people that have done incredible things. But the thing about them is that they're all so humble and approachable. And I've never really seen a community like that.
I'm a very closed-off person myself, so it's very eye-opening to hang out with a lot of people that are very openly expressing how they feel about one another, sharing their love with one another. And it's not something I'm generally used to coming from the Midwest, but David's definitely helped me come out of my shell because of events like this and because of just knowing David as a person.
David Gonzalez and the 3-day think tank not only have your front and back while you're here, they have it the next month, the next month, the next month, and the next month.
Don't think anymore. Seriously, just call David, beg for him to get access to this event. It's going to blow your mind, and I can't wait to see you there, because if you're going to be there, I'm going to get to meet you too. Ha!
Thank you for watching, and I just want to say, if you are a 7-figure founder, or you know a high 7-figure founder, 8, 9-figure founder, and you or whoever they are feeling lonely, you've tried all the other masterminds, but they're kind of lame, or you feel like you're the one that's always pouring into everyone else, and you're ready to have experts and your peers pour into you, give me a call, give someone on my team on a call, and I'd love to see you at the next 3-day think tank. 3daythinktank.com. See you here.